Welcome back to the broadcast. Well, the cherries are almost gone. So are the peaches. So we're going to have to wait another year unless you know how to make preserves. And you can do it in pints if you'd like to. Marisa McClellan joins us now via satellite to talk about this and this great new book of yours, Preserving by the Pint. Good morning, Marisa. How are you?
Good. Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so I want you to explain, like me, who has no idea how to can and preserve anything, how this could actually be something that's simple and fun to do.
Well, the trick of preserving by the pint is that every recipe starts with either a pint, a quart, or a pound or two of produce. So instead of needing big flats of things, you can just pick up a little bit at your farmer's market, or maybe you're getting a CSA share, or even you have a little backyard garden or a tree in your yard. You can use those small amounts and make small batches of preserves. So for instance, in the fall, you can do an apple rosemary jam, which is delicious. In wintertime, you can do a lemon lavender jam or marmalade. And come spring, we've got pickled sugar snap peas. And this time of year, if you've still got blueberries, one of the greatest things to do is to make a batch of blueberry maple jam. So for this recipe, it's just going to start with a quart of berries. You know, simple, you can get a quart just about anywhere you are. Then we've got some maple syrup, a little brown sugar, and some bottled lemon juice. You just combine everything in a skillet or saucepan. You know, and blueberries take no time to prep at all. You wash them, you put them in the saucepan or the skillet, and you mash them with potato masher. Easy as pie. You get the sugar and the maple syrup in there and the lemon juice, and you just cook it. You simmer it until it is nice and thick. Typically, it'll take you about 15 minutes or so. You know it's done when you pull your spoon through the jam and that little trail that you clear stays open for a moment or two, and that's your indication it's nice and thick. At that point, it is done. You funnel it into a jar. You can use a wide mouth funnel to make sure that you don't make a big mess all over your countertop. You put it in your jar. You grab a warm lid from your canning pot, pop it onto the jar, grab a ring to hold it down during processing, and just tighten it on there. Then the jar, once it's all sealed up, goes into the pot. And you can do this in a big stock pot. You can use a pasta pot with an insert. That works really well. Or, you know, this is sort of a fancy asparagus steamer. You put the jars in, you put a lid on it, you bring it to a boil, and you boil it for 10 minutes. When the 10 minutes is up, the jars come out. They are sealed, shelf stable, up to a year.
Wow.
That's it.
Okay, so the boiling is to seal the jar.
Yeah. And also it sterilizes them, so you kill off any bacteria. So it's how it seals and how you know it's going to be nice and safe on the shelf.
And Marisa, this is a perfect thing to do to give for gifts at Christmas time, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, you know, there's so many recipes in the book that work really well as those holiday gifts. We've got I've got a pear chocolate jam in Preserving by the Pint that is wonderful because it's a little bit decadent. It's in a variety that they're not going to find at the grocery store, and it's so easy to make. And you can do it in small batches, you know, just in the evening when you get home from work, you have a little pocket of time, you can make up a little batch, get some of your holiday giving all ready to go.
Great little weekend project. Marisa, thank you so much. You can pick up a copy of Marisa's book online and in stores. It's called Preserving by the Pint. It's a pretty book, too, to have in your kitchen. Coming up next, we are talking about saving your marriage by rebranding it. What does that mean? We're going to find out when the